At first glance, this photo seems perfectly ordinary. Another elegant dinner gala filled with glittering wine glasses, polite smiles, and guests politely pretending to be entertained. But then your eyes land on the center of the table, that moment. Meghan Markle is laughing like she's just heard the most hilarious joke in history, her hand confidently resting on the shoulder of a man who is very clearly not her husband. Just inches away, Prince Harry sits frozen, somewhere between embarrassment, exhaustion, and silent pleading for the ground to open up and swallow him whole. Naturally, the internet went wild. Commenters had a field day dissecting every detail. One caption summed it up sharply. "What's so funny? Did someone trip and fall?" Because honestly, while the rest of the room looks calm and composed, Meghan looks like she's in a different scene entirely, one where she's the only person at a comedy show. Another user chimed in. "Why is she always laughing when no one else is? What's going on with this woman? Ouch." But this isn't just about laughter. It's about optics. The performance of joy. When you zoom in, the man next to her, Marcus, looks uncertain, almost frozen, unsure if he should smile back or call for help. Harry, on the other hand, has his hand over his face, the universal sign for please not now. One online comment hit especially hard. "It looks like there are 3 people in that marriage." Because it's not only about who's sitting next to whom, it's about who's truly present. Harry's right there, yet somehow completely unseen. And Marcus, regardless of who he is or what his intentions were, is suddenly part of a viral narrative he never asked for. Someone joked, if you didn't know them, you'd think Meghan and Marcus were the couple. And honestly, the body language backs it up. The leaning in, the laughter directed toward him, not Harry. It's not necessarily flirtation, it's performance. Theatrical friendliness designed to be seen. Of course, Meghan's defenders rushed in. She's just being friendly. She's warm. She loves to laugh. And maybe that's true. But genuine warmth has a rhythm. It flows naturally with the moment. Meghan's laugh, though, always feels slightly out of sync with the room. It's louder, longer, and too polished, as if rehearsed. One commenter captured it perfectly. When she laughs hysterically at something barely amusing, it doesn't feel joyful. It feels like she's trying too hard to look easygoing. That kind of over-the-top laughter stops feeling real and starts feeling like a performance of relatability. And some viewers even made a brutal comparison, likening her to that infamous scene in Joker, where Arthur Fleck laughs uncontrollably at all the wrong moments, not because he finds something funny, but because he's trying to belong. A harsh analogy, yes, but you can see the resemblance, a kind of misplaced enthusiasm that leaves everyone else silently staring. And then there's Harry. His face tells the whole story. That subtle grimace, the hand covering his eyes, it's a moment every partner recognizes, the quiet dread of, oh no, she's doing it again. He's physically there, but emotionally checked out, detached from the performance playing out beside him. The uncomfortable truth? When you're constantly trying to convince the world that you're fun, approachable, and down to earth, it starts to feel less like authenticity and more like strategy. Meghan's laughter, once spontaneous, now feels like a trademark, part of her brand image, her "see, I'm just like everyone else" persona. But the harder she tries to sell that, the less people seem to buy it. One observer put it succinctly. No one else is laughing. Maybe she knew the cameras were rolling and wanted to make sure she looked like the life of the party. And that perhaps is the real story behind the photo. It's not about Marcus. It's not even about Harry. It's about control. Because when your entire public image depends on appearing effortless, even your laughter becomes a calculated act. And the world is starting to notice. People can sense when joy is genuine and when it's performative. True laughter is contagious. It makes others join in. This kind doesn't. It isolates. Around Meghan, everyone looks still, polite, composed. And in that stillness, her exaggerated joy feels strangely lonely, like someone laughing in a room where no one else understands the joke. In the end, maybe that's the deeper metaphor for her entire public persona. The spotlight still shines, the stage is beautifully set, but the audience has grown weary. The applause has faded. And so, she laughs louder, trying to fill the silence where admiration used to be.